Hello, this is Saul again on January 14th, 2026. We are streaming again here with Wombat, hey Wombat, and I think we're gonna do some more visidata stuff today. As always, visidata bugs and everything, issues and PRs. So I don't know why my tabs here, I'm gonna fix this. These tabs are so big. So I kind of only use this computer right at the moment for streaming. It's my like work computer of sorts. So I come here for streaming and then I go away and I don't mind up fixing the little issues like this when they come up. So how do I fix this? This is Firefox. Let's ask our friend Claude. I don't have the time to figure out this. Firefox. Fix. Anyway, today we're going to, like I said, look at some of these issues here. I'll look at a pull request. Oh, right, we've got an update for the Airtable loader. These two I'm going to fix. And I think I actually have some comments from issues. I'm going to revisit some of those and see here. Layout CSS dev pixels PX? I don't know. Doesn't seem right. Compact instead of right click on the toolbar. I don't know. Zoom controls? No. Settings? Oh. Density. Okay, normal. Okay, that's normal. That's fine. Oh, shoot. I clicked on restore defaults. Dang it. That's not it anyway. Adult. I'm sorry. Allow config. -1. It is -1, but that's not it. This is it. We want 12. I think if we just apply that, it'll fix it. Is that right? Okay. Let me kill this window here and see if I can't back here. So I'll try this in a little bit after I restart here. Okay, well, we're not going to deal with that. Here's these issues. You know what? We're just going to do this. We're going to get rid of that. Nope, that did not fix it. I don't know. Oh well. Okay. So let's look at requests and issues. Right. The Airtable loader. Thank you to M. Plattner. Okay. Let's see how. Oh, if this is the only change, then that's fine. Okay, I'm fine taking this. Thanks, M. Plattner. Rebase and merge. Yep. Done. Okay. So we have one more here. We want to look at that. Width and coordinate calculations for data containing markup. Oh boy. This, oh yeah, oh boy. Hmm. Okay. Let's do a review of this here. I think this is probably pretty literal equals true. Boy. Oh, I see. Okay. Audit of disk width. Maybe it's literal equals. How many uses of disk width do we have in here? I think a metric ton. Yeah, quite a few. Okay, so these are the only literal ones, huh? So that all makes sense to me, and I think that we're going to review this comment again here, this conversation. Really? There's that many, I guess, individual commits, huh? Okay. Okay, well, I think we will take this. Everything gets more complicated over time. Let me, I need to squash. Oh. No. I will rebase and merge. Okay. This is closed. Great. Time to look at, although that broke the build perhaps, so we have to look at those things there. So now we're going to look at some issues. There's one issue. Yeah. actually is options numeric binning. Why is it so big? Set to. God, I hate the status so much. Numeric binning. So what's interesting with this issue that I'm responding to here, and sorry, I've been kind of just typing into the void. And this is probably a good point for anybody who is using open source software. You know, the letting your emotional disappointment, negativity come through in a wish list. It's like, oh, that doesn't make me feel good, and that doesn't make me motivated to implement something. I probably wouldn't do this anyway. But with this now, it's like I'm going to put zero time into it. In fact, I'm actually interested in closing the issue entirely because I don't even feel like seeing it. So, yeah. So if you're in this position, my favorite ones are the ones that open with, "Oh my God, this tool is so great." And I know there's kind of being nice to be nice, but they're not. Also, I mean, people like the tool. That's why you're using it, right? And to at least open with that means that I get a little bit of a positivity, and then you can say, oh, and I wish it did this thing. It's really is a wish list item, as opposed to saying it doesn't do this thing, which is, yeah. I mean, yeah, it doesn't do a lot of things, but I don't see how you can be disappointed with this. Nothing else does it either. see you. Welcome. I'm just responding to a feature request here. I'm going to conduit. Is my volume okay for the moment? I mean, I'm talking close to the microphone, but looks like the mic level isn't going all the way up, so I'm curious. It's low. Okay, well, why is that? I'm going to change it so be prepared to have a louder setup here. Recording. Mic aux from that. What is up with that? Why would that be? Does this change anything as I'm going up and down the volume here on the microphone? Maybe not. No, I guess not. Okay, why would that be? Where are you? Here we go. Huh. Hello? Yeah, it's very low. Huh. I don't know what's going on. Output devices. Input devices. Huh. Audio input capture. Is that recording audio output capture? Input capture. Well, yeah, I can see that it's low, and I can't figure out how to turn it up. Hello? Yeah, huh. Huh. Well, I feel a little better. I was just coming so close to the microphone and like kind of eating it here, but that hasn't been necessary in the past. I can totally see. Huh. Audio input capture settings. I mean, testing, testing, testing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but this is more of a long-term thing, right? This is like, I mean, anybody else who joins is going to have a similar problem. And I don't want you to have to rejigger your setup here. Audio, mic, auxiliary audio. Huh. Huh. All the levels seem fine, but it still isn't liking it, so I don't know. Huh. Yeah. Wombat, what's going on? Okay, well, I guess I will just have to keep going, but again, I don't know what is the issue or how to fix it, which is unfortunate. So yeah. Anyway, I was just responding to Mr. Wookie here. Let me fix that. also move the, let's see here. Okay, condoed for now. So I wanted to look, let's see here, let's see if I have anything left in dark draw. Pull requests, still the mirror stuff, and load and save stuff. Okay, well, let's see here. We actually, I think, still have something left over from, oh, this one, right. These things here that I had moved out of the way when we were working on dark draw. So I'm going to commit these, move any items around. Menu, move items from plot. Sure. I'll add these here and then we can kill them. Okay, and there actually was a stash that, oh right, here we are with the curses timeout bug. Same thing, the screen redraw anomaly here. Well, let's see. Reviewing my notes. This is me being an LLM and loading the context back into memory here. Right. This was a confusing one. A simpler repro. Okay. So let's look at benchmark and sure, kind of benchmark, and then join the two sheets together with end. Oh. Loading. Right, okay. Any key press triggers a redraw. Well, there we go. That's a good repro. Thank you. Without any trailing new line. So that's very interesting. Manually pressed enter each time. I'm going to dive into this bug here again with this new information and see how if we can't figure it out. Because now I have a repro, or I'm reproing it, and it's a lot simpler. So input, and then also we're going to look at, oh, that's right, VDOBS. This is going to have the keystroke. It's something around drain pending keys and the fact that it resets the timeout. And that what's happening is it's getting the pure idle timeout, even though it shouldn't be. And so it doesn't wind up timing out as it should and then redrawing the screen. So there's two questions, I guess. Why does it happen? Why is it returning the idle timeout? Because, as I noted here, it doesn't make sense that it would. Although, I say that it can't see how to be a race condition. Yeah, if the thread is started at all. If it is a thread started from another thread, is that the issue? Let's look at join then too. And so our join he says append, but I think it might be any join. Let's find out. That's an async thread. Append rows after loading. Open join. There's the thing there. Does it do anything? Might be this. Sync? Let's find out. Well, actually, now we're going to do the append. No, okay, so it's not that. So, interestingly, when we do the append, I bet if we don't make this async thread, it's just going to work, of course. Right? Yeah. And so it's this being an async thread that's causing the issue. Why? That is the question of the day here. Now I'm going to do this, and we're going to load, make sure they're all loaded first, and then append. Oh, look at that. If we make them all loaded and append, it works fine. It is that sync there. Aha. Except for I just turned off the sync. So I have a theory that if we don't ensure loaded, it's not going to do anything. So yeah, we have to do this so that it, right. I'm going to make a comment here, by the way. So you don't need to join from the sheets sheet. Ampersand on a sheet will join it with a sheet beneath it on the sheet stack. Okay. So let's see here. We're calling ensure loaded, which spawns another thread. So this is a thread from a thread, but it hasn't started yet. And so we return, so my theory, my working theory is that we spawn a thread from a thread. The second thread hasn't started yet. And so when I'm thinking when the first, there's already a thread that's working here. And it's unfinished. And if it's unfinished, then we should be getting so yeah, if unfinished threads, if there are any unfinished threads, how could there not be? We're going to do a VD status of all threads. Let's see here. We're going to do that. Of self.vd.threads. Okay, vd.threads. And see what we get from that. There's and append. Wait a second, did that just work? Interesting. Huh. No, okay, great. So we actually don't have any additional threads, but we should. That's right. Okay, so we just don't. Open join. That comes from the ampersand, right? And so we're sitting in open join. Oh, we're not actually in open join yet. We type append. Press enter. No, we're not on there. We're on this one. We're doing the top two. It should be much the same here, but input join type. That's fine. Append rows after loading. Append rows after loading. Well, it's not actually append rows after loading. It's calling a concat sheet. Well, why did me taking the async off of that matter at all? Did it? Maybe it didn't. Huh. Concat sheet. There's more ensured loading. Ensured loading. Excuse me. One trickiness here is that the loader is implicitly async thread, its own thread. So calling the load on this new sheet, I feel like we should be seeing a lot more here happening. We're gonna say loading concat, and we're gonna say loading append. Let's see which one it gets stuck on here. Does not get stuck, okay. He said 12 out of 20 times? Okay. Let's make it list. Okay. So loading concat, well, it makes sense anyway. That's what I would expect because we actually are doing the thing. So we're loading, we're so-called stuck there. And it might be that this sync is, is it the sync? I'm gonna put a status message here. I mean, it has to get here. Let's see if it gets there before. Done. So it's already done and blocked. It means it's not up there, but it's still blocked on loading in cat. Why? Yeah, why would it be? Oh, that Fred? No. I'm going to see how, I'm just going to take a little detour here and see how it comes up with the status bar. This is the, what are your thread status? Loading, here's a gerund. Oh, gerund 0, okay. Progresses. Right. And that's in the threads. Right, so whenever we enter it, we add it, and we exit, we remove it. So it's still sitting there for some reason. But for some, maybe the done, waiting, and then at some point there's a done. Okay, so that makes sense. So yeah, it's blocking in here. If we take this out, then we should see it always work, but not append, only 51 rows. Yeah, exactly. And we can put a sleep in here even. Is there a tab imported? Probably not. Whoa, what happened there? Okay. And this is without the sync. Okay, yeah, took a second, which makes sense. And that works. So it's the sync that's causing the problem here. Oh boy. This is not my favorite code. I've been here so many times. Let's see. So when we call sync, and let me see about, before I get into here, ensure loaded is in base sheet, really? Oh. Oh. Wait, VD ensure loaded. Sheets. Oh, because the source is a list of sheets. Okay. Okay. And then we whittle it down to the threads. Okay. Loading one source sheet. Okay, so ensure loaded does that. And it returns these threads. And then VD sync takes those threads to join. So we could actually do star ensure loaded here. This might be more valid. I don't think that's supposed to, probably won't set joining threads. Or unfinished threads. Okay, maybe this, well, this is a chance that this actually does help it along. And no, yeah. It's so great to have a solid repro though, I gotta say. Like, even if it's only 50% of the time, it happens right away with very few steps. Oh. It changes the game. Although this is still a tricky bug, so. Set of joining threads. I'm gonna have to instrument this, I think, and put some status messages in here. How many threads are we talking about? Right? We're gonna say that we've got length of joining threads. Unfinished length of those. And we also want to know about the deads. No, we already have the dead threads. Oh, I see. Starting over here. Okay. We'll add down here. Okay, let's try this once more here. Append. That worked. So in the positive case, we've got, let's do a sync 0. Oh, there we go. Okay. So reading up from the bottom here, we've got a sync 1, unfinished equals 1. That was, I don't know where it came from, but that seems fine. And then sync 1, unfinished equals 0. Loading one source sheets. Why would that sync here? Be 0. We're passing in, I thought we were passing in the ensure loader here. Threads. Oh, it could be nothing. We're gonna go back here and say threads equals threads star threads. Really? Good. Okay. So that was not it, which is great, which is good. It's kind of like just running experiments here. Excuse me. And seeing what happens. Boy. So what is the theory here? This is the wrong one. Anyway, what am I even doing? This is the wrong one. Oh, okay, that's not right. So we got this. This is actually the thing here. This is threads. Well, that's weird that it would be working or not working without the time thing. Loading concat. Okay. So this is in this case here. And sync 1 unfinished equals 2. So it must have been sync 1 unfinished equals 1. That's it. And so if we sync out, it'll succeed right away. It'll actually work. Always. That'll always be the case. No. Huh. Maybe it works more often. It doesn't always work. None seems to always work. So I'm realizing that you don't have to type the full append here either. You can just say ampersand A. So actually his repro has gotten whittled down from SJTT and append enter to just and A enter. So how are we going to approach this here? I believe that this sink is at least a significant cause, if not primary cause. Because if I do that, it seems to succeed more often than not. If I comment that out. I did see it not succeed once, so there's a chance that this doesn't fix the bug completely. I mean, it's not fixing the bug because it's just commenting out this thing that does have to happen. And actually, look, the join isn't actually appropriate. It's actually only one of the sheets. But so in though, what is the sync? Back there, sync. So we are waiting until all the threads. Maybe it does have to be a sync and not sync threads. In order to capture the fact that some of these okay, well, thanks for being here, Anya. Good luck with your LLM workshop. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, well, is anyone else left here on this? Thank you. I appreciate that. So, right, how are we going to deal with this? This might be a bath debugging session, or at least at some point. And I think I won't be able to fix this right now. If I load it all in my mind here, and then relax, take a bath, take a nap, something like that, it might, if not fix itself, then I come up like with a certain set of ideas about how to fix it. So, yeah. Actually, this column, can we not edit that? Why can't we edit that column? That sure seems like we should be able to. Oh, and what's this empty column at the end here? Oh, I find from the CSV. Oh. Well, that's interesting. There's an empty column for some reason. The bugs, they multiply. So yeah, we're stuck at the loading concat thing here. Or not, though. What did I do here? This is disappointing. Now it's not working. How can it be different? Threads equals capturing the threads. Huh. There's just a list of unfinished threads. It's possible that calling unfinished threads again, because it's just a property and it recomputes it all the time. Okay, so there's a chance that that work in the status here sync that many threads were actually passed. And the unfinished are that else sync the one. Okay, and I won't be unfinished, it'll be a sync threads here. Okay, status deads. Okay. Let's try this again. Well, so what's interesting with this is that, oh no, it worked and completed right away. Well, yeah, did the right thing. So we remove these statuses. Is that? I'm really not sure why it'd be doing better now. Huh. Well, I'm gonna get rid of the start. Just be my gerunds have changed, which shouldn't have changed anything. There's a VD status threads and 2 statuses here. Huh. VD status threads. There's a chance that VD status threads, I guess, is helping us. Let's find out. This is really kind of screwballs here. It's not actually working. It should have 102 rows in it because it's joining the two together. 51, 51. If I join them now I get 2. So I actually think, my theory right now is that the number of characters that we type might actually matter, which is really bonkers. Sync unfinished 1. So who's calling this sync here? Sync unfinished 1, that's legit. And sync 1. Now it's going to be, there's like syncs upon syncs. I would like to log the stack trace for each of these. Yeah, let me do that. Let me go into threads. Every time we call sync, I'm going to output the stack trace. Let's see, stack trace. Let's try getting a stack trace here and see what happens if we do status on this. So these are sorting, great, sync on the help sheet, fine. Hate it, but okay, and this here is sync in 348 join. That's that sync, loading concat. It's called twice, though, interestingly. Oh, no, it's not called twice. The loop goes through twice because there's still some unfinished threads. So first it goes from 2 down to 1, and then when there's no threads left, then it quits. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So this is in this case here. Let's try it. You can see. Great. Here's the case. Doesn't work. Sync 1. Oh, no, sync. I'm not sure. Oh, this might be because we're going into the error sheet. Okay. But then this is the thing here, unfinished 2, and it doesn't go to unfinished 1. It exits straight away. So this is when it doesn't work. They're all just there, but there are 2 unfinished threads. So unfinished 2. But then there's no unfinished 1. So in the cases where it does work, there's an unfinished 1. In the case that it does work, I'm sorry, does not work, it's unfinished 2 without an unfinished 1. Now, and this is just the sample size of n equals 1, so I'm not 100% sure of that, but this is a working theory. I feel like I need to, this is why when it was stickier, it was better, so we could do things here and like kind of rewrite the next returning thing. Is there a way to, I guess so we could try. It's a little funky. Is it here in the sync? Basically, I'm thinking about cycling the curse's timeout at the end of sync, in the hopes that that jiggers the, like if you're already in, is that how it's going to work? Basically, I have to make sure that if we change the timeout, it actually returns. It might be that it doesn't. So I'm going to look at we're going to go over here. We're going to go to, well, oh, this is going to be ugly. I like having a git ext folder, CPython. We're going to clone it, although I'm going to browse in the browser because I want to, it's going to take a while to do this. And if we look at the 5,000 issues, bummer, man. Okay, well, we're looking at the library and we're looking at curses. Library, here we go. Curses. If we, oh boy. Oh, we have underscore curses. Where's the timeout here? There's no timeout in here. So underscore curses. That's what we're looking for. And it's .c somewhere. There we go. Curses module. Who is amk.ca? Wow. Andrew M. Cookling. Is he still around, I wonder, and maintaining the curses? Huh. Kind of curious. There's one. Oh my gosh. So he's a little less than active. And no shade. I mean, he's clearly been around forever. So, yeah, I guess he's just not doing as much, which makes sense. I'm feeling similar these days. Okay. Well, that's enough of a thing here. We're gonna, oh, here we go. We actually are cloned here. So we're gonna look in modules. I want to look at the timeout here. Timeout. Hide curses window, W timeout. So where is it implemented then? No return void function. Oh, and it just calls that function. So now we have to dive into curses, W timeout, which, well, I guess we'll see what it does. Why is, oh, it's a window timeout. I see. Okay, so W timeout. Non-blocking read is used. Yep. Okay, so my read of this is that changing the timeout from a different thread is not going to unblock it. You know, oh my gosh, this might be a very simple change now that I'm thinking about it here. If we look in main loop and this get curses timeout, we've got this, where are you? Num timeouts here. And we are doing it here. Oh, who resets it though? Yeah, in keystroke. Okay, so it might be that we need to let's just try setting this here. And see if that helps us out here in any way. Boy, that's terrible. Okay, let's try taking out the changes we made here. Sure. You know, actually, no, we're going to go back there. We're going to fix this up here. So we got a loading. This is appending. Well, it's loading the sources before append. Maybe not. We are gonna. Yes. The only change we've got is in the timeouts here. So let's see how this goes here. 51 rows. So that did not join the sheets. That's a major problem. It did load the other sheet and did not join it. If we join them now, we get 102 rows. So clearly that's not workable. I mean, that's just a bug. That's gruesome. How can we count on anything here? So I feel like I may have solved this bug, or at least mitigated it, but now, like I said, it's bugs upon bugs. We're seeing that the join doesn't always work, but I don't see how that could be the case. I mean, this ensure loaded and then sync sure should. Let's see about that. So basically, it's going to launch the threads. Okay, and there's an ensure loaded here. Yes, ensure loaded. Calling a reload. Which is an async thread, so it returns its own thread. I mean, yeah. They should. Well, okay. Reload, stop daemon. What's that? Threads. Well, now I'm curious about the thread. This library. stop daemon if demonic. Stopped demon. Huh. So ensure loaded calls the thing, and then it's going to be the JSON-L, I think. Right? Let's make sure about that. Yeah, so the JSON-L gets loaded, and so it's a JSON-L sheet. Actually, if we reverse these, whatever caused the other thing to happen? I wonder. Yeah, it's already done, but I didn't get it. Oh, do we have to clear some caches or something? VD clear caches at the end of sync. Started. That worked. Okay, well it doesn't matter then, does it? Oh, I see. The thread object now is stopped. It was started when it came up there. So that's just the status changing out from under us here, which not the best, but let me actually stringify it here. Huh. Yeah, sometimes that is so weird. We're gonna do this on cat. This is, I think, a bigger bug than I want. It's not cosmetic, or this part of it isn't cosmetic anyway. So, and also there's this empty column at the end. Oh my god, okay. I wanted to look and see how many rows each thing has, right? VS, there we go. We're going to do this. We're going to say vstatus blank sheet.end rows. And if we do an end to great append 51, and it's going to be sheet.source ensure that it's loaded. It is. Shit, it's calling it. Yeah, why not? After ensure loaded, why would benchmark.jsonl be 0? Well, after ensure loaded sync anyway. Yeah, something's really broken here with ensure loaded sync. Like I said, this pair should make all the sheets loaded. What is even going on? Right now I'm thinking through a case where because this loader, which is an async thread, calls the other loader, or calls this ensure loader, responds to another thread, and then syncs. That's going to be waiting for everything but this thread and the main thread to be finished. There's a chance that the sync. What the? Okay, we're going to add a status message here for what's going on. We're going to do this. If not that, add it. And if not, if t not threading, add it. And if no block, add it. In each case, we're going to get a status message, which is no block. In that case, and unknown thread, and thread's dead. Guess there's that chance that the that worked. Not gonna work. Are you kidding me? Yeah, every little status message matters, huh? I'll take these status messages out. of all, we're going to add this one thing here. I think this change here is legitimate. Loop. Reset timeouts. When for unfinished threads. When unfinished threads. I think that is going to be the main solution to this. But like I said, there have been some things that have come about in the past few minutes here. Caches. Okay. So, oh hey La Pingvino, how's it going? So if I add those statuses back, you can see which one it was. Great. Red dead. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I see it in my own setup here, and I'm gonna take a little break here. All of my levels seem fine. Here's the mic aux, the input capture at 100%. And this is what it's been. And so I'm actually not sure why it's low. And this is the output, but yeah, no, I don't know what the issue is. Like, yeah, I don't know. All the levels are hit the right thing. Like I said, except for the output devices, they're not, but that seems fine. Shouldn't matter. Recording, all at 100%. I can bump this up, and as you can see, it's not even going very high here. So here's, I go all the way up here, then it's way up, but that doesn't really even help either. So I don't know what I have to do here. Testing. It's not that. Wait, hold on. What fixed it? Like, is it all better now? Is this good? That seems unlikely. Oh, putting that thing all the way up. Okay, well, yeah, but that's, I mean, now I'm imagining it's clipped, right? Like, that's not how it's supposed to be. Huh. Yeah, I can see that it's a lot louder over here on my audio too. I can try setting it down here and up here. Is this still okay? Yeah. There's only one thing that I did change, which is to actually set the audio to the 2020 deliberately instead of it being the default. Huh. Okay. Oh. Okay. So now it's back. Oh my god, that's so weird. Okay, well hopefully this sounds just decent, better. This is just legit, right? And actually this seems like it's loud, very loud. Where did I update? More noise now though, yeah. I see that too. Just like random noise from my environment? Is that what you're hearing? Oh. Does this change the noise? Or is the noise still there? Testing, testing, testing. Yeah, not away. That's so weird. What is even up? Because I'm looking at my levels here, and yeah, now I'm seeing that when I'm not talking at all, there's like a baseline thing. And it seems like if I set OBS in audio input capture, if I actually change the properties to be, no, I'll go to settings. Here we go, settings. No, settings over here. Jeez. Audio, and I change that mic audio from default to my microphone, and that's what screwed it up. But I don't understand why. Huh. I, you know, I don't think you have to tell me how important the feedback loop is for fixing things. That's why I'm here. But yeah, I don't know. Also, how to fix this either way. Let me try changing the settings here again. Back to audio, mic, AT2020. Now we're back down to it being very, very low. And maybe if I bump this all the way up, that's going to be, no, it's not better. So then this is better, but that's so weird. Huh. And then if I do this all the way up, that's going to be quite loud, I guess. Oh, Wombat, what are we going to do? Well, probably the best thing to do is to take this off of forcing it there, so at least the audio. Like you're saying, now there's a different issue with this is a story of today that I fix the primary issue, then the secondary issue gets, or some sort of secondary issue pops up. Advanced audio properties. Volume 33%. Huh. Mm. Oh, okay. No, this is still the same issue here. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, so wait, I got louder without the noise. When was that? I missed that. It switches to the webcam. Wait, on the webcam now? Oh, that's the webcam. You're totally right. Okay, how about this? No, I'm sorry, this is the wrong one. Wait, this is the wrong. Why didn't we capture from? Okay, here we go. So this is taking the mic from the. I'm sorry, the mic from my microphone here. I've got both mic and audio input capture. I'm not sure why they are two different bins. Top one, 80/20 makes it low. Can I just remove that? Why is it going to do anything? Okay, so now you can hear me again, right? Bottom one made no difference. This one, I mean, sure, I can use the webcam, but that's not. I mean, the whole point is I have this whole microphone and the boom and everything. So I want to use this. Huh. And I thought that I was doing it right. Well, the device settings themselves, you mean, I'm sorry, where do you mean? Do you mean in Linux or you mean literally on the microphone? 2020. So here we go, digital stereo input. Oh, you mean here. Okay, I'll try under analog. Okay, I don't see how this could be. Well, let's see. How does this sound? Oh, this is still the webcam here. This needs to be. This one needs to be. Okay, first of all, I'm going to take out this audio input capture here. Well, that was the webcam then. Okay, so this is good. This is good. What did I do? Oh, I went to analog. So you think it was this analog stereo input? Really? Huh. Okay, I don't know. I would have thought that, okay, whatever. So, fine. And this is not too loud here. This is good. Okay, I don't know. Okay, well, thank you for helping me figure that out. Okay, well, back to this bug that I was working on here. So, just to give you a to catch you up here, I'm working on this screen read anomaly. Basically, we have a little repro that it freezes. This is on develop here. I'm not sure if you use develop or if you're using a release version. But in some cases, for like long loading things, we have a join repro here. Then it freezes. It doesn't freeze. It just doesn't update the display at the end of the join. And so I'm trying to fix that, but then in the process of fixing that, I'm discovering, or have discovered anyway, that sometimes it doesn't actually reload one of the source sheets for the join. Yeah. Oh, you do sometimes use the pipxdev version. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, there seems to be a bug with joins, which maybe you do or don't use also. And the bug is that it doesn't load one of the source sheets. Like what happens is it should be loading all of the sheets. Like basically if you've got two sheets, I wonder if it does work on the sheets sheet. Anyway, it's supposed to load any sheets that aren't loaded and then do the join. And because it can't do the join until the sheet's been loaded, fine. And sheets don't load by default. They are, so this is an erase condition. This is just, or it's not a race condition, but it's not the race condition. And if it happens too quickly, I probably can mitigate it by just auto-loading things on start, but I decided not to do that long ago. And so it's, here we can see it in this exact status output here, where I'm logging the sheet and the number of rows that it has in it just before the join starts. And that's 0 in the JSON-L case here, which is weird because here's the status message. Okay, well, I hear your feature request. You should add it as an actual feature request, and that'll help it actually get worked on. If we say it here, it probably will be get lost in the shuffle. Because what I'm looking at here is that both sheets should be loaded after this ensure loaded and sync. This should spawn the reload threads for anything that's not loaded already, and this should wait until those threads are finished. And it looks like we actually do have here a reload started when we're doing that in the loading one source sheets. This is actually in the ensure loaded function. But the sync doesn't seem to be waiting, I think. So I'm not sure why that is. And that seems like a much more severe bug. Like, ensure loaded and sync should, by golly, ensure that all those sheets are loaded. So I guess I'll go back up here and make sure that, here we're going to do this. We're going to do for VS in sheets, we're going to just decompose this. T equals ensure loaded, and then threads append T with T. Yeah, then we'll look at the sync similarly here in threads. And then I'm going to actually include the thread in these things, of course. Okay, so append, same issue, that's good. Or not good, but at least we can debug it then. And loading a source sheet, there's the reload. So stopped. Oh, that's the previous reload. Wait, don't we have a sheet a thread.sheet here? I think we do. And we can do this too. T.name. Sheet. For treating threads. Okay. So let's try this again. Okay, great. It's not underscore name, huh? Reload benchmark, yeah. That sheet. Do you have a sheet there? Oh boy. thought that we put the sheet, the active sheet on it. Maybe once the sheet is dead, we take it off. Is that how that works? Oh, t.name. Underscore name. It's Thank you, La Pingvino. We'll see if we can address it. Okay, back to this. So yeah. Oh, no name? Let's say that. Well, we'll see if I can actually try to fix this. I guess I'm trying to fix it. We'll see if I actually can fix it. I'm a little frustrated that this seems to be like I said, I think I fixed the main issue, the issue in this issue here, but now I just have discovered I think a much more egregious issue. It's less evident, but it'll cause some serious problems. So I don't know. Maybe it's just that the sheet is so small, and if the sheet were larger, that's even worse. Because small sheets. Anyway, so let's try this. We're gonna set the name temporarily to the sheet to include the sheet here. Yep, totally. That's a little where we're at. Although, luckily for right now, in this exact use case, it seems like it works less than 90% of the time. Okay, well, I don't know. Any thread, maybe I do have to add a time sleep 0 in there? That'd be really bad. Well, I mean, well, I'm gonna be pretty annoyed, but gosh, that seems to not have the issue anymore. Okay, now we're gonna clean this up, see if we can't. Yeah, I don't think I need this anymore. Discard that. Discard. Yeah, no. That was not helpful. Okay, so I have one little fix here. Let's see if that 97. That should be 102. What? Oh, wow. That's even worse. So, yeah, this is our, I could call it benchmark. I don't know. I had bigger dreams back in the day. This is our test data set, yeah. 50 rows, 51 rows, actually. And so all we're doing is appending this to itself as a very, very simple join case. Yeah, well, exactly. We were, I wanted to, this is like both for display and for joining stuff. I wanted to have some of those characters in there. I think it's Japanese. I think it's Japanese kanji. I don't know. I just picked a random name out of the phone book, basically. Yeah, exactly. Like not out of the phone book, but yeah, I just like I chose that name. It's probably not even a valid name, but it does at least stress the thing. Now, why actually? There's something else over here too. There's this. Robert Armstrong is like is a. That's very interesting. What's that about? Oh, okay. In the JSON, it actually is. Oh, they're different. Okay. I did not know. I mean, I probably know this. Let's find out. Git blame, sample data, benchmark JSON-L. Where are you? That one. Huh. That's been there since the beginning. Huh. Well, interesting. Unfurl and okay. Oh, I see. We added that in addition to. Okay, so this is where we branched out. We already had the benchmark CSV, and now we're like, well, we do need some basic thing in benchmark. Okay. Well, so I am doing this append. Oh, nuts. So I did not fix it, which at least makes some sense. Yeah, now it's not working again. So I have the same difference here. So I didn't, that didn't do anything. That was just a lucky error. Okay, what's your new issue? I'll check it out. Change format of deeper level cells. Interesting. Yeah, I see what you mean. So I guess your request is to save JSON into the CSV or anything. You're kind of like asking for the text representation of a composite or a compound, an object, a cell, list or dict to be stringified as JSON. When saving. I don't think that's impossible. I think that if it was to be configured, it would be all you'd be able to do is set the the output format. And so by default, it would be JSON. And so if you save this, then it saves it. Yeah, it saves it as a JSON list, I guess, for instance. But if you really wanted to, we could make, like I said, make that configurable as an option so that it saves it off as whatever other format. That's actually, no, it's kind of weird because you don't save a whole, you're only saving a single value as JSON. That's almost like you need a function that you're specifying. And so you can specify like a function that it uses to convert things like this. It's kind of like a save. Maybe it's a save func. It's kind of like the JSON. You know how JSON, maybe you don't know this, there's a way that you can specify an object that converts it's a JSON encoder. And the loaders, JSON. And so you basically, in here, if you don't, it doesn't know how to encode it, I'm just saying to stringify it, but you can make it more complicated. And so add this modularly both sides. Yep, I hear you, but how are you going to know that? Are we going to be like looking at every CSV cell to try to decompose it? That seems like a real bad idea, like just performance-wise, you know? Like one of the big virtues of visidata is that it doesn't even try to parse anything. It just loads it up into memory and you can see it right away. So maybe we could make it that you parse this. Like I think what we do is we make a column type that was a JSON column that then automatically converted these to the lists. Yeah, so just type JSON, exactly. And typing a thing as JSON is, I think, pretty, actually like trivial at the moment. Like you can literally even just say type equals JSON.loads. Yeah, there's a lot of little pieces that have to happen for that, but that wouldn't be that big of a deal. So yeah, so that'd be on a per column basis, right? Not on a cell basis. And so for our literal case here in the CSV, it wouldn't quite work. But anyway, I'm getting away from myself here because I really did want to try to fix this, and I thought that I had made some good progress at it, but I think that it's not liking me. Oh. Fine. It's not fun. Gosh. My sync function is not working. Oh. Okay, so it loaded it. Says it's joining on that reload thread. And then I guess we can see, it says it's joined it. But I just don't understand. Because now if we do this, we're going to get it valid. Yeah, I just don't understand why. Is join not doing what I think it does? Join. There's also an error to join a thread before it has been started. Well, I'm putting the exception there, though. Huh. Okay. And it very well might be that that status message is sufficient. Okay, no, not quite. Yeah, so it's not still alive, so it just did it. And so, it sure seems like it's joining thread. It's not the second sync, is it? Is there a second sync? No. Man. Sorry, this is one of those just kind of stare. Do you play board games, La Pingvino? And if so, are you familiar with the board games like Set and Ricochet Robots and there's other ones like this too, but basically they're the stare at the board until you figured it out and then just say a number kind of games or say got it. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, they're kind of like staring at the board. Like it's utterly quiet. Anybody who comes by the game room would not even think there's anything going on. It's like everyone's just kind of like meditating, I guess. And but there's a lot of thought going on. Oh yeah, no, it's a tricky can be a tricky game. Anyway, so I'm thinking that this is like that here, where this is like a stare at the code situation where I'm just like trying to figure out how this could possibly be. And so anybody who comes by here is going to be like, what is going on? And even for you, I mean, I think you're actually saying, you said something to me here a little bit ago and I missed it, but I'm just staring at the code. So, me and the purple are too close. Yeah, I like Set a lot. Set's a good game. But, oh, it's also code names is one of these kinds of things. Like it's more fun because there's more people and there's a team that's discussing things. But when the clue giver is trying to figure out the clue, it's just staring at it, thinking. But I don't know. I've been in here for a little bit over 2 hours now, so I may have to call it for today. But I'm stumped. Like literally, it's literally right here. The problem is, as best as I can see, we want the sheets to be loaded, and this should be both starting the load and then waiting until the load is finished. But for some reason, the load is not finished when we're by the time we're here. So I don't know. Like I said, it must be my sync function. But I both put a lot of work into this. I thought it was working well. It seems to work in other situations. I'm not sure why it's not working here. Anyway, well, here we are. I guess I'm going to come back and look at it tomorrow. So thanks for stopping by, La Pingvino. And maybe I will see you tomorrow, and I'll give your issue some thought. We'll see if we can make that happen. Okay. Have a good night. Sleep well. I will see you later. Cheers.